Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up.
To her amazement, there were suitcases on Philip's bed when Kate visited his hotel room. She thought he was fleeing, but he explained that he would be relocating to his father's estate. He was cautioned by Kate not to live with a man he could not tolerate. Philip contended that the invitation had been sent by Xander. Philip planned to take it because he wanted a permanent place to reside. Kate was unwavering in her rejection of the notion. She said that the arrangement was too close for comfort and that the truth might come out at any moment. He argued that Sarah had as much to lose as he did when Kate mentioned that she might expose Philip. She had, after all, long concealed the truth from Xander. Kate was forced to believe Philip's judgment. Kate took a stance and declared she would believe in Philip. She merely wanted the best for him and was concerned. In addition to offering to take his mother out to supper, Philip thanked her for her love and care. Kate wished Philip a happy Valentine's Day, but declined the invitation. Kate went into the pub later. When Roman walked in, she was overjoyed and rushed to give him a kiss. He had just escaped the jam because he was determined to return in time for Valentine's Day. He told Kate how sorry he was for body and soul's passing. She was sure she would find something new to do. Admire Days, B&B, General Hospital, or other soap operas. Participate in the discussion on RSC boards. To interact with fans and start a conversation right away, click here. Roman informed Kate she may open the gift after he gave it to her. What comes next? Kate raised an eyebrow in question. Of course, after the traders. A smiling Roman answered. Kate laughed, picked up some cookies, and walked up the stairs with Roman at her side. Sarah came home from work at the Kiriakis mansion and began to vent about her hectic day. When she saw a candlelit meal, she stopped. Xander walked over and gave his wife a rose. Given that Sarah had had such a difficult day at work, he had assumed she might prefer a romantic evening at home over going out. Particularly since Xander was able to put Victoria to sleep for the night, Sarah was moved and appreciative. She gave her husband a kiss in appreciation. Later, over dinner, Sarah confided in Xander about her concerns about the hospital's future. Xander proposed to purchase the medical facility. Sarah informed him that the hospital wasn't currently for sale, even if she thought the offer was nice. Xander promised that Sarah would never be without anything, no matter what. After making a joke about being a kept woman, she shifted the conversation to their new roommate. Sarah said she was taken aback by Xander's invitation to Philip. Having access to each other during the day would have allowed him and Philip to better strategize, he retorted. Therefore, the proposition had made sense. Since he had mostly attributed his change of heart regarding Philip to Sarah, Xander was baffled by her seeming hesitancy. According to Sarah, she didn't want Xander to set himself up for failure. She was afraid that Xander would be severely harmed by being burned by Philip because he had spent the majority of his childhood feeling alienated from his family. With my eyes wide open, Xander told Sarah, he was entering into the new arrangement with Philip. Later, when Philip showed up with his baggage, Xander and Sarah were kissing. He tried to excuse himself, thinking the pair would be out, but Xander requested him to keep Sarah company while he went to get desserts. As soon as they were alone themselves, Philip and Sarah started to argue. Sarah expressed her displeasure at Philip taking up residence in the mansion. It would be for the best, Philip assured Sarah. It had better be, Sarah yelled. Xander returned to the room carrying a bakery box after they both decided that the truth could not be revealed. He informed Philip that Xander had hoped the new quarters would be excellent for the family and the business, and that their father would have been pleased of them for living and working together. Philip and Sarah exchanged glances, and then Philip headed upstairs to unload. After setting the package on the table, Xander described how he obtained it from the bar. Sarah's eyes grew wide as she opened the box. "Will you marry me?" was inscribed on a chocolate cake that was within. Sarah was shocked to learn that Xander had given her a cake identical to the one she had given him earlier. In appreciation for the greatest gift he had ever gotten, Xander wanted to give Sarah a hug, but her face was anxious. Gabby paused her kiss with JJ at Rafe's house long enough to offer him to stay the night. They headed to the bedroom after he enthusiastically accepted the invitation. When they arrived in Gabby's room, Gabby began to apologize for the mess and proceeded to tidy it up. JJ claimed he would contribute to the mess after removing his shirt. Gabby did the same, and the two of them collapsed into a passionate embrace on the bed. Later, in the afterglow, Gabby said that she had been preoccupied with the condition of her room because, as a child, Rafe had always reprimanded her for not cleaning it. Gabby lamented her brother's uncharacteristic actions, particularly the way he treated Jada. Gabby and JJ both believed that Jada was innocent of the accusations made against her. JJ proposed that EJ join the effort to establish Jada's innocence when Gabby raised the possibility that he was involved in a setup. Gabby was thrilled to hear the news and made a joke about cleaning the room if JJ followed through. JJ questioned whether Gabby would face EJ once more. She liked the idea of holding him accountable for his treatment of her. She drew JJ in for another kiss, insisting that it could wait until after Valentine's Day. Belle prevented EJ from going to the DiMera mansion to face Rafe. They immediately started flirting after she referred to him as sweet. EJ invited Belle to join him for a nightcap, and Belle accepted. Belle wondered if they were starting to behave like a real couple as EJ poured their drinks. Unless she had come because she had wanted to spend Valentine's Day with him, EJ advised her not to overthink it. If that was the cause, Belle questioned what he would think. He claimed that he would count himself fortunate to have kissed Belle and attracted the interest of a fascinating, successful, and accomplished woman. Admitting that he had been pleased to see Belle, he withdrew. Since she was the DA and he had a tendency to break the law, she continued to exercise caution. EJ was asked by Belle if she should be concerned that she was putting herself in danger of falling. EJ could give Belle certainty that what she saw was what she got with him, but he couldn't guarantee that he would never let her down. Belle wasn't reassured by his response. Belle said that she wasn't comparing the two guys when EJ added that he wasn't Sean and wouldn't change. She didn't see it as a positive indication for her and EJ's future if a decent person like Sean had harmed her. She advised EJ to tell her the truth before it was too late if he had done anything to cause her to permanently leave. Belle's ringing phone interrupted EJ as he was about to confess. Paulina told Belle about something that seemed to frighten her. Belle hung up the phone, and EJ asked what had occurred. Belle threw her drink in his face in response. Then Belle attacked EJ for trying to fire her. Reminding Belle that she had seized his job first, EJ defended himself. Belle assumed that EJ had wanted to tell Paulina about his conversation. EJ felt the discovery indicated that he and Belle were done dating, but he didn't stop her from considering it. "You were mistaken," Belle remarked. She reasoned that since she was aware of EJ's genuine motivations, she would be more equipped to defend her job.